Have you ever thought to yourself, I'm overwhelmed, I'm frustrated, I'm emotionally drained, no one sees me, no one understands what I'm going through? Well, if you've had these thoughts, I just want to let you know you're not alone. In Psalms 142, it says, "When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then you knew my path in the way in which I walk. They have secretly set a snare for me. Look on my right hand and see, for there is no one who acknowledges me. Refuge has failed me, and no one cares for my soul. So I cried out to you, Lord, and I said, you are my refuge, my portion in the land of the living. Attend to my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise your name. The righteous shall surround me, for you shall deal bountifully with me." We have to be reminded that sometimes it's easy to let our thoughts get to us and really honestly bring us low. We can look around at people and be like, man, no one sees me, or no one cares about what I'm going through, or everyone's out to get me. I love that. It says they set a snare before me. A lot of people think everyone's out to get me. And it's easy to allow all these thoughts to kind of just get into us and really affect the way that we're feeling each day. It affects the way that we wake up in the morning. It affects the way that we think each day. And it also ends up having us go to bed just kind of this, and I don't mean to say it in this kind of way, but the reality of it is this woe is me type feeling. But God doesn't want us to live in this woe is me type feeling. God doesn't want us to have the feeling of everyone is out to get us. God doesn't want us to feel overwhelmed and emotionally drained. But when we look for satisfaction in people, when we look for people to acknowledge that we're going through something, when we look at people to kind of like set up the course of our walk each day, we're always going to be let down. But we have to understand that if we want help, our help only comes from the Lord. He's our refuge. God sees you. God understands what you're going through. He wants to supply every good thing for you. And honestly, He's the supply of everything that you have need of to live a beautiful and wonderful life. So I just want to encourage you today that we may feel like people are out to get us, or we may feel like the pressures and the weight of the world is just sitting on our shoulders, but God hasn't called you to live that kind of life. He says, cast your cares upon me. We need to release that and allow that to be given over to the Lord so He can help us feel light. It says, my burden is easy and my yoke is light. We have to give God that crummy stuff that honestly is making us feel crummy, hand that over to Him and say, God, I know that you see me. God, I know that you have created me and I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God, I know that you love me, and no matter if everyone out in the world doesn't love me or acknowledge me, because He loves you and He acknowledges you, that is not only enough, but that's more than enough, because His love surpasses all, and His kindness and His goodness is always there to help you and get you through that day. So sorrow may last for the night, but just know that joy comes in the morning. So just give it over to God and allow Him to just be that encouragement for you each and every day. Don't rely on other people, but look to Him and cast your cares upon Him, for He is a good and awesome God, and He loves you.